What's up, YouTube? It's Joel here. We have an update on the fourth stimulus check, with Schumer taking more action for stimulus checks and another $300 stimulus check that is heading towards Americans right now. We have an amazing update on the monthly child tax credit increase for those families with kids that you're gonna love, and it's so much more stimulus coming to families with this new update. Also, more student loans have been canceled. Find out if you qualify. This is your update, and I hope you've been having a great day. You know how we do it on this channel, so let's work together and do our own giveaway on this channel. If we can get to 5,000 likes on this video in the next 7 days, I'm gonna give away $500 to someone on this channel. And all you have to do is, number one, be subscribed to the channel. Number two, smash that like button. And number three, comment on this video on what you think about the stimulus checks and the new child tax credit being sent out monthly. Right now, Biden is unveiling his American Families Plan. This is the other part to his huge new stimulus bill. This is specifically targeted towards helping and getting immediate relief towards American families. This is where they will be inserting the fourth stimulus checks we've been talking about. With over 91 lawmakers pressing Biden for more payments, this is where it comes in. We've got Chuck Schumer, who also has in mind to bring in these stimulus checks. Employment remains well below pre-pandemic levels. Somewhere around 9.5 million jobs that were lost during the pandemic have not returned. More than half of the job loss during the COVID crisis also came from low-wage industries. The American Families Plan is going to be targeted to bring relief, and this is where we need the relief. This is going to include more of that monthly child credit increase that we've been talking about. Millions of Americans are still in financial distress, with about 4 in 10 saying their income remains below its pre-pandemic levels, according to a recent survey from TransUnion. And with Biden fully unveiling his American Families Plan over the next week, this is where representatives have already said that they're going to make their amendments to this new stimulus package for more direct stimulus payments. The number they are looking for is $2,000. They will start off with amending for a $2,000 recurring stimulus payments, and we will see if it gets lowered than the amount that they amend it for. Let me know if the stimulus payments helped you out in the comments. We know that so much relief was brought by the last stimulus checks, and if they're targeting helping families out, this is the way to do it. Now on to the $300 stimulus payments that are coming to Americans. If you bought health insurance on the individual market, that means that you're going to get a cash rebate of on average around $300 this fall sent to you. The extra checks are coming through because a number of insurance companies failed to meet the ACA's medical loss ratio threshold in 2020. Which requires insurers to spend at least 80% of the premium revenues on healthcare claims or quality improvement activities. So last year, some companies fell short of their threshold as health spending and utilization dipped during the pandemic. But guess what? Everyone continued to pay their premiums. So this has resulted in higher levels of profits for the insurance companies who had set their rates well before the pandemic hit. Now you can expect to receive this check later this fall. It's going to hover between $200 to $400, but on average it's going to be around $300. So on to student loan forgiveness. There's about 400,000 people who can have their student loans fully forgiven right now, but they don't even know that they can get it. Student loan borrower advocacy organizations filed a formal petition today calling on the Biden administration to grant automatic forgiveness to hundreds of thousands of disabled student loan borrowers who may not even realize that they qualify for a discharge. This is coming from the Total and Permanent Disability Discharge Program. The TPD discharge program allows student loan borrowers who are unable to maintain substantial gainful employment due to a medical impairment to get their federal student loans completely forgiven. wiped away. To be granted a TPD discharge, however, disabled student loan borrowers must submit a formal application. Now, they said this application is pretty hard to get through, and it's a hard process, particularly for borrowers who suffer from severe physical and psychological impairments. So they are trying to set up a system to streamline the process so that those that qualify won't have to do anything at that with the current data they have, that they possess within the systems, that they should be able to go ahead and cancel those student loans for you instead of you having to go through this really cumbersome process. So if you believe this is you, you could have your student loans fully forgiven. So make sure you reach out to the support that has your student loans, and you can get yours forgiven if you fall into these qualifications. Now remember, this is different from the student loan forgiveness that Biden plans to do through executive order. Now those numbers are either going to be $10,000 of student loans forgiven at the minimum, or $50,000 of student loans forgiven at the maximum. Now if he does the $50,000 of student loan forgiveness, then it would literally wipe out all of the student loans for 84% of borrowers, meaning only 16% would be left with student loans. You're literally talking about wiping out a lot of money, billions into the trillions of dollars. But you're talking about a lot of relief and a lot of debt that would be written away for Americans. I mean, let me ask you this. Do you have student loans? Would this help you out? And who's going to pay for it? So now on to this amazing news for the monthly child tax credit. So we already know that Commissioner Charles Reddick said the IRS plans to begin sending out monthly payments from the new $3,600 child tax credit in July. Now this has already been passed, and this is for the year 2021. So it's temporary, it's only for this year, but it's still a huge help that would go to millions of American families and them getting monthly stimulus payments for their kids to help them stay afloat and get the kids what they need. So we have been hearing about Biden making this permanent, and it has all the support that it needs to make it through. Now with the American Families Plan, Biden will be extending this new increased monthly child stimulus payment through 2025. So literally 4 more years of getting this huge monthly child stimulus payment to families. Biden would be setting up families pretty good to always make sure that they've got immediate relief for their families. His goal is to get every kid out of poverty. And remember, for each kid, if they are 5 years and under, that's $300 per month. And if they're between the ages of 6 and 17, that's $250 a month. So this is what he is planning to get passed. He's got it in his package. He's got the votes. Would this help you and your family out, getting these monthly payments for the kids for the next 4 years? Let me know down in the comments. But remember, we are about building our wealth and financial freedom for ourselves and for those around us. Put your money to work, people. Make money while you sleep. So how do you do that? You know what? You ain't gonna wait on me. You don't need to wait on the government. You can get that free money that can grow while you're sleeping by starting to invest. Getting 2 free stocks from Webull worth up to $1,850, or you can go with Robinhood and also get 2 free stocks when you make a deposit and start learning how to invest. Ask me questions, people. I will help you out. And this is something that we can work together, get our minds in the right direction, and build our financial freedom on this channel. And it all starts with this: getting started, getting the ball rolling. Those links are down in the description, and let me know which free stocks you get. But don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and hit that notification bell to stay up to date on all stimulus and economic news that affects you, and learn how to build some wealth. This is Joel with True Life Investing. Until next time, peace out.